Hi, before we start on with this vlog today, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that absolutely needs addressing. Today, I'm just going to start by talking to you about the Black Lives Matter movement, because the treatment of Black people in society and in our communities at the moment is absolutely disgusting. I cannot believe what is going on at the moment, and this is just vile. The world is completely horrible and horrendous and embarrassing, quite frankly. We need to make sure that this is a safe place for Black people. There is no reason it shouldn't be. There is no reason to ignore this situation. This is not the time to stay silent about the situation. I recognise that I have a platform to be able to talk about this, which is why I'm addressing this right at the start of this video. We need to do something. We need to do more. Black lives matter now. They matter always. They have always mattered. Why the hell are people acting like they don't? In the description down below, there is a link. If you click on that link, you will be taken through to a website that is the host for multiple other sites that will allow you to donate and sign petitions to support the Black Lives Matter movement. If you do choose to get involved in this way, you don't obviously have to donate. If you're able to, that's fantastic. But just signing the petitions and sharing as well does an absolute huge amount. I know not everyone is in a financial position to be able to donate, but sharing the petitions and sharing the donation links means this reaches even more people, which is what it needs to be doing. This is not okay. We cannot stand by and let this happen. This is also not a time to be doing something because you think it looks good or because you want to be seen as being part of something. This is a time to do something because you bloody well have to do something. It is not okay for other human beings to be treated the way that Black people are being treated right now. It makes me furious to see the way that some people are dealing with this. Everyone needs to open their eyes, see what's happening in the world and do something about it. I cannot emphasise that enough. Do something. You are at least, if you are watching this video, you must have at least one social media platform. If you've not got a social media platform, you have a friend or a family member or a neighbour, somebody you can tell about this to. Direct people to the links, direct people to where they need to go. Shout and scream about this until everybody is shouting and screaming about this. Make a difference, do something, and make sure that you are able to share in any way this information, because it's not good enough and something needs to be done. This needs to be a safe space for our Black friends, and it is so disappointing that it isn't. I wanted to address that. I needed to address that before we go into this video. I am now going to continue with the video as normal. Again, the link that I mentioned is down below in the description of this video. I have mentioned it in another video that you might have watched by now as well. It is that same link. It's a link I'm sharing on my social media as well, but it's everything in one place, so you can get to the petitions and the donation links from there as well. But please, I urge you, please look at the link, take part in the link, just do something. Don't be silent about this. Do something and help support the fact that Black lives matter. Good morning, welcome to the start of another weekly reading vlog. It's Monday, it's a bank holiday, it's really sunny and hot outside. I'm feeling good and I'm excited because today I am going to be reading, filming a video at some point, doing some editing, doing an Instagram live with Lauren, reading, sunbathing, reading, sunbathing. So I'm ready for it. I am excited. I'm wearing a vest top, which isn't a regular occurrence for me, but it's really hot outside, so whoop. What I'm going to be reading this week is The Next Together by Lauren James. I'm probably going to finish this today. I started it yesterday, got that far left. This is basically about two people that constantly try and find each other in each life through reincarnation and fall in love with each other, and they're always drawn together. I think there's going to be some kind of linking together at the end as well, but it's okay. It's a YA contemporary, and it was on my TBR for the Shelf Help Readathon, and that's probably what's made me read it, because this has been on my TBR for about 2 years now. So yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna rave about it, but I'm not disliking it. I'm also reading a non-fiction book called Lost Japan by Alex Kerr. This is a very short non-fiction book which just talks about the beauty of Japan and the crossover between Japan going into more of the modern world. It's really interesting. I love Japanese culture and learning about it, so I'm just going to dip into this one as and when I feel like it and not really set myself a time limit to read it. So yeah, Also, I've got a couple of bits of book mail coming today, which is exciting because I haven't ordered any books for a while, but they're for an upcoming blog post and maybe video as well that I am going to be working on. It's probably going to take me a while to compile because I'd like to read the books I'm going to be talking about, so bear with me. But I will inform you about that when the books arrive. You can probably guess what it's going to be when you see what the books are, but I will let you know when they get here. For now though, I'm going to go downstairs and make some breakfast. I'm going to try and recreate a mango and passion fruit cooler, but without the passion fruit part because I don't have any. So wish me luck. Then I'm also I'm going to do some plant care today as well because it's Monday and Monday is plant day. I'm going to let them all sit out in the sun for a little bit and have a treat. So we're going to get a plant nursery going as well. I will catch up with you guys later. When you sit down to have a nice quiet breakfast on Bank Holiday Monday and you're accompanied by the dog, the child, or the sister. Hi.
Hi.
We're going to do my plant nursery in a minute, aren't we, Ava?
Yeah, and we already have loads.
We do have lots of plants. We planted some over the weekend, didn't we?
Yeah, about 12.
Right, I've done all my morning jobs, which included plant care, eating breakfast and putting suntan lotion on. Now I'm going to sit down and read the rest of this. This, as I said earlier, is about basically when people's timelines collide and they always find each other, these two people that love each other and always manage to find each other. And it's about 4 different timelines that they're on and how they coincide with each other's lives and how they're slowly starting to figure it out. And I know this is number 1 in a series. To be honest, it's probably not going to be a series I carry on with, not because I haven't enjoyed it, but just because I kind of read this to get it off my TBR. But I'm not liking it, so I will let you know what I think when I finished it, which is about in 70 pages time. Book mail, book mail, book mail, book mail, book mail, book mail. Books came in the mail, hey! Yes, I am sticking with the book mail song. I have ordered a couple new books and a couple more are still to come. But I am going to be doing a blog post, maybe video as well if it's interesting enough, but definitely a blog post about translated books, and I wanted to order a couple more and actually read them to then give my thoughts on my recommended translated books. So 2 of the ones that I really liked from looking at them online and from your suggestions was The Name of the Rose and The Truth About the Harry Quebert affair. They're both quite chunky, I would say. But this one is a proper vintage classic. It's by Umberto Eco, and I think this one has had a few translations along the line. Also, this one, I've completely forgotten what country this is translated from, but French, translated by the French. Okay, right, so that's been translated by Sam Taylor from French, and yeah, I'm looking forward to reading them both. Also, what I got is Greta the Earth Fairy. Now, this is not for me, this is for Ava, my sister, because it's her birthday next month. And I thought I would introduce her to Greta via the world of books. She knows who Greta Thunberg is, but obviously this story is inspired by her, which is really cute. So I'm looking forward to giving her that. So that's my book mail. I just finished The Next Together. I'm going to run it through Corepile. In fact, would you guys like to chat through it whilst I run it through Corepile? Let's do that. I shall get my iPad and we can talk about, wow, people are being loud outside, and we can talk about why I'm giving it the reviews I'm giving it, because I did that with The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes the other day, and I actually really enjoyed doing it like that, and I think it helped me think it through a bit more. So just gonna get Corepile up now. Okay, I've set myself up here because I didn't want to get arm ache. Also, I excuse the fact that I am scantily clad, but it's really hot outside, so I am wearing a little crop top thing, and I don't normally dress like this, so that's it really. So the book Next Together is by Lauren James. It is 356 pages long and it's a sci-fi, apparently. So let's get into the Corepile rating system. Characters. I actually really did quite like the 2 main characters. I liked how they were constantly battling to find each other, and I really liked Kate, the main character, and her humour. So I would say for characters, I would give this a solid 8. Atmosphere, I felt like we weren't really in each setting enough for me to get a good build up of the atmosphere, and the settings change quite often, so I didn't quite get that grasp of atmosphere, and I think this was much more about the people and the plot than it was the atmosphere, so I'm going to give it a 6 for atmosphere. Writing, I actually think that given the cleverness and the intricacy of this, the writing is quite clever to cope with it. I don't think physically there's anything mind-blowing about the writing, but I did really enjoy the way that this was woven together, and I think that was very clever of the author, so I'll give it a 7 for writing. The plot was definitely good. They had a good storyline woven together with all of the different characters. I don't want to spoil it for you, but yeah, obviously what you get from the blurb is that there's different timelines and each of the same characters are running all of these timelines. Does that make any sort of sense? Basically, these two people are the same two people throughout time and they keep finding each other. So the plot was very good, I think, quite clever. So I'm going to give it a 7 because it wasn't like exponentially amazing, but it was good. Intrigue is getting an 8 because I was definitely intrigued throughout the whole thing. I wanted to find out what's happening. Logic, I think the logic actually was pretty clever. Towards the end, it transpired why things have been happening the way they had. So I think that the logic was pretty good, but also there was a couple of moments of just like, really? So we'll give it a 7. And enjoyment overall, I would say I'm going to give it a 7, which apparently brings it out as a 4-star read again. I don't get these 4-star, like that wasn't, I didn't feel like that was a 4-star read. I thought it was like a 3.5. It actually came out as exactly the same as The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So maybe I'm too generous with my rating systems. I don't know, even if I took down the writing to a 6 rather than a 7, it's still a 4-star read. So, okay, apparently that was a 4-star read. I started it yesterday, finished it today. Now I think I'm gonna read Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which is not on my shelf help TBR, but I've been listening to the audiobook and my mum and I are reading it along at the same time and she's way ahead of me and I quite like to catch back up, and it's really sunny, so it's the perfect reading weather for me. So I'm gonna pick that back up for the rest of the week. I think it probably won't take me the rest of the week to read it, although it is chunky, but yeah, I'm gonna do that now. So I'm gonna go eat some lunch and continue reading, and then later I definitely need to film a video. Hello, it is Monday evening, afternoon. It's dinner time on a Monday. It's been really hot and sunny outside. I finished The Knits Together. I continued where I got up to in the audiobook with Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and now I fancy giving this a little go, so I'm going to keep reading Lost Japan, which I started last night. I'm just going to read a couple of pages because there's quite a lot of information and I want to be able to take it all in. But I just fancy reading this now because I'm also listening to Harry Potter at the same time as reading it, so I feel like I can balance 2 books at the same time. Maybe, she says. Watch me have a breakdown over the fact that I have too many different books going. It's only 2. I'm really bad with this. I like to just read 1 book at a time. But yeah, it's a barbecue dinner day today. Also just got off a live with Lauren from Fiction Tea. We were talking live on Instagram, but we're actually thinking of switching it to YouTube because we don't like that it cuts you off after an hour on Instagram, and we can host more people on YouTube if we wanted other people to get involved. So we might possibly cross over. Not sure. Watch this space. Good morning. Welcome to a sunny Tuesday. I've got the day off work today, which is exciting. So I'm currently in the kitchen, if it's echoey, getting some breakfast, and I'm going to go sit outside, out there, listen to Harry Potter on Audible, and just chill. It is 9:44. I've already scheduled a blog post, scheduled a vlog, and done some little bits of editing on yesterday's vlog, so I'm feeling good. And I'm excited for all the new content because I've got a couple more blog ideas as well. My next blog post, the one that I wrote today, that's going to be out next week at some point, is Audible versus script. So if that's something you'd be interested to see, my blog links are all down below. Yeah, it should be a nice chill day today. It's nice to have the day off work and have a 3-day week ahead of me. Not that, you know, you guys are going to get 2 book mail songs in one vlog, but look how friggin' big this box is. Ready for the song? Book mail, 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 book mail. Came in the mail. Hey! You dear. Percy Jackson is the box set in paperback, and they're so pretty. I wanted them in hardback, but I couldn't find them anywhere, but they're so pretty. Yes. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. I have read a couple of these, but I never read them as a kid, and I don't know why, so I'm going to be buddy reading them with Lauren from Fiction Tea because we both bought this box set, and they're pretty, and they're going to look nice on my shelves wherever they're going to go. So we just went and got some books outside somebody's house. They were giving them away for free, and Ava got a little bit excited.
Yeah.
How many did you get there, Ava?
A lot.
Yeah? Do you want to show a couple of your favourite picks?
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to find the cutest one because I only I only have favourites when they have the cutest pictures. And my favourites are these two.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
You got a couple of the Holly Webb books as well that you liked, didn't you?
Yeah, because I love Holly Webb.
And Judy Moody, which I told you to get because I read that as a kid
Yeah.
and really liked it. There we go. Cute. I am hot. As in temperature-wise, not sexy level. I am warm. It is hot. I have been sat outside all day and it's 4:50. I have written another blog post and scheduled it in. And I've read like a lot of Order of the Phoenix. I'm over halfway. Now, I would like to finish this within the next day or two because I want to read something else before June starts, because then it is Ashley's and Charlotte's Make Your Myth Taker readathon. So I'd like to be free for that to start, obviously, because I'm taking part. I'm hosting a readathon thing. My hair has lost its whole curl throughout the day. That's great. What else have I done? I've taken an Instagram photo for today. I've edited my vlog. I've uploaded a new video, and there were some people giving away books a couple of streets down. So we walked to their little box outside their house with my sister, and she picked up a load of Holly Webb books, which are about animals and things. So that was cute. And she got very excited. I like seeing her get excited over books. And you know what I'm thinking about doing now, guys, is putting my pyjama shorts on because I'm so freaking hot. I've got trousers on that are like thin fabricy trousers because I'm trying not to burn, and I just want shorts on, and my pyjama shorts are elastic and comfy. I also still have to go for a walk, and I probably won't do that in pyjama shorts, but don't you just love it when your legs rub together when you walk with your shorts on? Ooh, rude. Right, I'm just wasting your time talking now. I'm so sorry. I'm going to go, but please enjoy this excellent angle. It's very flattering. Good morning, happy Wednesday. This is my first day back at work after a lovely 4-day weekend, which I very much enjoyed. It's beautiful outside again, so I've got my shorts on, and I think I'm going to work outside for as much of today as I can because our Wi-Fi stretches to our garden table, which is nice, and it's in the shade intermittently, so I'm not in direct sunlight the whole day, so perfect. But right now it is 20 to 8 and I'm all up and ready. I don't start work until 8:30 though, so I think I'm actually going to go outside and try and edit my book, which I've been saying I'm going to do for about 3 weeks now, but I'm actually going to go and look at it. I have to refresh my memory because I was actually 3/4 of the way through editing, but I think I'm probably going to have to read that first 3/4 again, so that's slightly annoying, but it's my own fault for not keeping up with it sooner. But yeah, that's my Wednesday plan. Hope you guys have had a good day or are having a good day watching this, and I'm going to crack on, feeling good. I'm not saying I got more book mail, but maybe I did. Book mail came in the mail, hey! I got Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami and also Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. This is contributing to the blog post I'm going to be doing that is all about translated fiction, and these two are both obviously translated fictions by Haruki Murakami. Apparently they're absolutely fantastic stories. I've never read any of his work before, so I am very excited. I did get other stuff in the package as well, but I'm not showing you because it's secret stuff. Good afternoon, I am done at work. I've also just given my desk a little tidy up. It's always fairly tidy, but I've rearranged it ever so slightly. I say this, I'm not really rearranging it. When I say I'm rearranging it, I'm just kind of adding in more books, but I want it to look quite nice and cozy, and it's not quite at maximum coziness yet, but I don't know why. So I've now put my laptop on top of my art book, and I've added a couple of books in the corner by my new aloe vera plant. So I don't know if I'm making it cozy or not. I'll give you desk updates. Anyway, yeah, finished work for the day. It's really hot and humid outside, like really humid. So I'm gonna go sit outside for a little bit and see if I can bear it. I have got not much left of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. They're currently in the Ministry and through the Hall of Prophecies and that section. And my god, Neville. I just love Neville. He's so heroic. There's this point when the Death Eaters are like, we've got you on your own now, Potter. And then Neville's like, he's not alone. I'm like, Neville, stop it. Stop it, Neville. I know that you're okay, but also like, I feel like sometimes even though you know a character is going to be fine, it doesn't help when they put themselves in peril. I cannot remember this book at all. I think I might have only read this one once or twice because I always thought of this one as being the slog of the books because it's so long and they take so long to get to school. But actually, I'm really liking it. I don't know if I'm enjoying it more than Goblet of Fire because I really liked that one. They're all fantastic, but I don't want to finish it, but at the same time, I'm gonna go finish it. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's loads of bits of, I suppose, a tree floating around the garden every day at the same time. They just decide to grace our presence and go inside our house. And yeah, I don't know what it is, but kind of weird. I am very, very nearly done with Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. We've just had the scene where Dumbledore gives Harry the explanation for basically why Voldemort attacked him and the protection that he's been under, and it's so clever and so intricately woven, and I feel like I had to read it a couple of times for it to really sink in, even though I do know it already. But I just love how everything weaves in and everything has a purpose. It's just fantastic. It's so well thought out, and I just will always be in awe of this series for how clever the storyline of it is. So I'm gonna finish this now and then have to pick another book to read before the end of the month, which is next Monday. I have finished Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix by J.K. Rowling, and it is no surprise that this got a 5-star rating from me. I don't even need to run it through Corpal to know that. Obviously I will be running it through, but it's definitely 5 stars. I really enjoyed the latter half of this one more than the first half. I loved both halves immensely, but I loved the pace it went at with the school and the drama and Fred and George being cheeky. Again, loved the whole book, but particularly the second half. It's just fantastic, this one, and the camaraderie and the way that they all club together to help Harry in the Order of the Phoenix and the way that they're his family and they care about him. It makes me very happy, and it made a tear come to my eye. So really enjoyed this, and I can't believe how quickly I read, like 800 pages. It was good. Now I've got to pick another read, so that is my Wednesday sorted. Wednesday night anyway. Most of the day is gone now, but I'm going to go eat some dinner and pick what I'm going to read next. Today's daily walk is in an overgrown field. Here it is. There's my housing estate. Here's me. Here's the field, and I am walking. I can't quite bring myself to... What has happened to me? Oh, there we go. I can't quite bring myself to listen to Half-Blood Prince yet because I feel like I need an acceptable amount of mourning period before reading Order of the Phoenix, after reading Order of the Phoenix, before reading Half-Blood Prince. However, Goodreads, did anyone else notice? As soon as you finish a book on Goodreads, like no more than 5 minutes later, it emails you saying, would you like to pick your next read? What are you going to move on to? You know, you finish this. I'm like, Goodreads, dude, give me time to mourn. I've just finished a book. I need time. I need this time to remember the book, to write the review, otherwise the review will get lost. Actually, what I'm doing with these Potter books is I'm not reviewing them individually because I would just be raving about them and giving loads of spoilers, although I'm sure that if you've not read them by now, you're probably not planning to read them. I don't know. But I feel like after 20 years of a book's publication date, spoilers are probably fair game. I could be wrong. Oh no, this is so overgrown. Look what I've got to walk through. There's not even a path. So basically, point being, this is lovely. I am not writing reviews for them, but what I might do is a video and or blog post that is talking through my top 2 least top Harry Potter books. Oh, this is really stingy. I'm gonna go now because this is just like, look at what I'm trapped in. Okay, this is great. I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning. It is Thursday morning. I have not yet started work, but I am up and ready. I've been reading a little bit of my book this morning. I am now reading The Library of the Lost and Found, which is a sort of contemporary, I think. It's a book about books that I found recommended to me via other books about books that I enjoyed after I read The Little Paris Bookshop. And it's quite simply, I think, about Martha, who has been left her parents' house. She's quite lonely. She does a lot of things for other people without asking for anything back, and she works at a library. And then one day, a book turns up that seems to be written by her grandma, except it's signed and dedicated by her grandma after the year of her death, which is warrant for a mystery, really. So we're trying to figure out in the book why this has happened. Is her grandma still alive? It's just an easy contemporary, really. I'm reading it on my Kindle and I'm about halfway through, and I started it last night, so it is quite easy to get through. and I probably will finish this within the next couple of days and then be able to read another book by the end of the month as well. This is book 11 of the month. I don't really know how I've managed that, but it's been a productive reading month. Did I order another book? Yes, I did. In my defence, not I need to defend myself, I did a bulk order of books on Monday and they're just arriving separately. Basically, I'm writing a blog post / maybe doing a video, as I said, about translated fiction, and I ordered loads of books because I wanted to physically own them for photographs, and I also want to be able to read a good chunk of them to be able to recommend them. So watch this space, and this one is A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman, and I've heard lots of good things about this. My friend Amy really loves it. It's one of her favourite books, so I thought I would give it a go. Guys, look, footage outside of my house again. I've come to pick up a takeaway pizza. I'm so excited. So I'm a little bit early to collect my pizza, so I thought I'd just go for a little walk around the back roads of my town, which is a very small town. And I just walked past a house that looked like it belonged in the Spiderwick Chronicles. Do you remember that film / book series? Honestly, these are totally hidden away. Half of these look like holiday homes. Maybe that's just because it's really sunny. And now I've just found like a path that leads to God knows where. I'm just going to go exploring and try and get my mile in before I pick up my pizza, so I can burn off the pizza. Not that a mile burns off a pizza, but exercising and rewarding myself with food, I think, is the way to go today. And also we're watching Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix with my sister. She has never seen it before, so we're slowly working our way through them, which is exciting. No idea at all where this goes. No idea. Also, please enjoy the sound of my flip-flops flopping and flipping as I walk. Pizza! Yes! Cannot wait to get home and devour this. Because I know you're all desperately waiting to see the pizza. Oh, chicken and ham on a margherita pizza. Get in my mouth. Good morning, happy Friday. It is the last day of the working week. This week has gone super fast because I only worked for 3 days, which was exciting. Obviously don't have much planned for the weekend given that I still can't go anywhere. Do you know what though? I'm really craving a trip to IKEA. I want to get some lights that will go under the shelf of my desk so I can have some mood lighting. And I also really want to get a hanging tumbling plant thing that will sit on top of my desk and hang down. But I can't really find any of them, and IKEA seems to have a couple, weirdly. I don't know whether it'll be a fake or real plant that I go for if I go for one, but I've got a slight plant obsession. We're not going to call it a problem because it's not a problem. Today is going to be filled with the usual things my Fridays are filled with, which would be work, 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 and then read. So stick around for that exciting day. I am still reading Library of the Lost and Found, which is a cute adult contemporary style thing, and I'm enjoying it. It is pretty much what I expected. I'm about halfway through. Didn't read too much of it yesterday, but hopefully today I'll read a little bit more. We watched Order of the Phoenix yesterday after I had my pizza, or during I had my pizza, whilst I had my pizza, English. And it was really good. I love these films, they're just so funny. I love the humour that Ron and Harry have between them, and also I love Neville. I think sometimes you can really love a show or a film or a book and you know you really love it, but along the way you forget why you really love it, because you haven't read it for a while, you haven't watched it for a while, and you just kind of get into the habit of saying, yeah, I really like Neville, for example, and then you watch it again or read it again, you're like, oh, this is why. Do you get what I mean? Like, you refresh your memories to be like, that is why I really like that character or this moment, and it's not just a habit to say it anymore. And I feel like rereading them and rewatching them is reminding me why I like certain characters. Fred and George, love them. They're just, oh, I'd like to be friends with Fred and George. So that is my day. My weekend shall be shortly to follow, where lots of reading should be done because it's meant to be really hot and sunny. So hopefully I don't sunburn. I did sunburn on my shoulders a little bit yesterday, which happened within about 5 minutes of me being in the sun. I burn ridiculously easily and it just doesn't really turn into a tan. I do have a slight tan. This is a tan. Can you see the watch mark? See? Apparently this is a tan. And this is what happens when I sit in the sun more often than I usually do, because working from home, I'm able to sit outside and work because I can sit on our table. So yeah, I'm gonna go and work on either book edits, vlog edits, or write a blog post before I have to start work because I've got about half an hour free. Woo! It is Friday afternoon. I have finished work for the weekend and I am now just sitting with my Kindle reading. I was reading outside, but I've got a little bit too hot and I don't know about you guys, this is really stupid, but when I'm too hot, I don't get very hungry, and we have a really nice dinner tonight, so I came in so I could cool down before eating, because I'm weird like that. Also, look what arrived. This is the second book in the Paper and Hearts Society by Lucy Powery. This book is Read with Pride. This is a really lovely contemporary cutesy story, and I really like the way that Lucy writes. Lucy is a friend of mine, so I'm very happy to be supporting her. It came out yesterday, but my copy arrived today, so hopefully I can finish my ebook today or tomorrow and then start this one over the weekend. Good morning! It is Saturday and the final day of this reading vlog. It is a really nice sunny day outside today, which is my favourite kind of day for reading at the weekends, so I am going to do that and not do anything else. I possibly think my fairy loot is arriving today, so I may unbox that and do an unboxing video to go up in a couple of days. But if not, then it's just going to be reading, reading, reading. I got sent this in the post today from Orbit. This is The Once and Future Witches by Alex E. Harrow, who's the same author of The 10,000 Doors of January. This is an ARC. It's not out yet, I don't think. Yeah, so it comes out on the 15th of October, so this is a really early copy, and this is pretty. Also, I'm noticing that all of Orbit's ARCs are tall paperbacks, which is driving my bookshelf a little bit mad, but hey ho, this is very pretty, so I will definitely give this one a read at some point. From what I remember of The 10,000 Doors of January, Alex E. Harrow's writing is very whimsical and very beautiful, and it's very much a description-based book, which isn't as much the kind of stories I like, but I'm intrigued to give this one a go. This book is set in 1893 when witches do not exist. However, women are trying to get the vote at this time, and a lot of women in New Salem are joining the suffragist party. This is about the women that club together and discover there might be some witchy ways among them, so it sounds quite intriguing and unlike anything I have looked at before, so I will definitely be giving this one a go. The reading plan for today is to finish Library of Lost and Found, start and finish Read with Pride before Monday, because on Monday it is the start of the Make Your Myth Taker readathon, which is very exciting, and I've got some very chunky books on my TBR, so I'd really like to get through them as quickly as I can so that I don't slump myself within the month. I'm currently reading my 11th book of May, so it's been a good reading month so far. I'll obviously be wrapping these up for you at the end of the month in a super speedy wrap-up, but hopefully I can finish these 2 more and make it up to 12 books, which is probably the most I'll have ever read in a month, which is insane. Right, 2 things have happened and it's not even midday yet. Thing 1, I've finished The Garden, no it's not called that was another book, The Library of Lost and Found. I've read a book called The Library of Lost and Found, The Garden of Lost and Found, and The Spell Book of Lost and Found. It's confusing. Anyway, I quite enjoyed it. I don't know what it's going to be on Core yet, maybe like a 3.5 star. I think I'll run it through. The characters were alright, the writing was pretty weak, but I like that it was a book about books, so it gets points from me there, and it was quite a nice quick read, so I finished that, sat in the sun whilst I ate my breakfast. Thing 2 that's exciting is I got a package. Yee! It's the new Apple Magic Keyboard, which I told myself I would wait a couple of months to order, and then ordered it like 3 weeks ago, and I think it's only just come out, because I use my iPad quite a lot for writing and things, and I don't really like the keyboard that comes with the Foley case, is it called? So I get very excited about Apple products. I suppose you don't really know that if you're new to my content, but I really like Apple products because I just do. I blame my granddad for buying me my first MacBook when I was like 13 or something, and since then I've been hooked, so I'm just going to open this now. I really don't think I can do this one-handed, but ooh. I know this is really exciting content for you guys, but this is the keyboard case, if I can actually open it. Oh, that's because it's the wrong way around. This is the keyboard case with an actual keyboard on it, and my iPad will clip magnetically onto this, and it's got a trackpad for an iPad. I'm going to try it out. This is my current keyboard case, and this is the new one. Looks a bit sleeker, and the thing I don't like about these is that the keyboard is literally under fabric, whereas this is normal keys. So I'm just gonna put the iPad in. It's meant to just clip in really easily, so after I struggle to get it out of this one, are you ready? Oh, look at that. I love the fact that you can have it at varying angles as well. Sorry, I'm just gonna nerd out now. This is quite the beast. It is pretty heavy, which I understood, but it looks very cool. I love the fact that this isn't actually attached, so you can just move it back and forth and have it at different angles, which is one of the reasons I wanted this case as well, because I don't like the angles. The other one only had 2 options. So I'm very excited. There's my array of Apple products. Obviously, when we're not in lockdown, I will use this a lot more because I tend to take my iPad out with me to write rather than my laptop, because my laptop is huge and expensive. So, well, not the iPad's also expensive, but the iPad is more of a portable device. So, excuse me whilst I just go and type things I don't even need to type. Hello, good evening. I am waiting for a Chinese to arrive, so I thought I would do a little wrap up for you guys of the week and end this vlog off. Thank you for sticking with me for another long vlog. You guys have said you enjoy long vlogs, but there's a lot of footage at the moment, and I don't know if it's stuff you all want to see, but it's stuff you're gonna see. And I have something exciting arriving next week or week after that should help with my vlogging footage. What could it be? But anyway, for now, I'm going to tell you the 3 books I finished and the 1 book I'm currently reading. At the start of the week, I finished The Next Together by Lauren James, and I gave this book 4 stars. This was a sci-fi contemporary type thing in which people are reborn again and again and again, and the same 2 people find each other every lifetime. So it's kind of a romance as well. It's many different genres, this book, but I gave it 4 stars. Then I finished Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, which I gave 5 stars because it's exceptional and I think it's fantastic and the humour is hilarious and I just love that book. Really good read. Then I finished Library of Lost and Found, which I have not yet put through Core because I forgot. But in my head it's like a 3.5 star. Really enjoyed it, but it was just kind of average. It was a nice little book about a woman who has a very monotonous life, and she decides to mix it up a bit and finds a book signed to her from her grandma, dated after the date that she believed her grandma to have died. So she goes on a little investigating there, and it's a book about books as well, which is nice and one of my favourite features, as we know. So after I finished that, I picked up this morning Paper and Heart Society book number 2, Read with Pride. This is Lucy's 2nd book, and I'm so excited for her because she is a friend of mine as well, and she's a booktuber, and I'm just really excited that she has written 2 published books, which is amazing. Now, I have had a bit of a strangely hectic day, so I haven't read much of this at all, I'm on page 26. But I'm still going to read a little bit more of it today and then hopefully finish it tomorrow, because then on Monday the Myth Taker Readathon starts and I have to read this, which is quite big, and this is my first book, a book with the Queen in it. So going to try and finish this tomorrow, which should be quite easy because I really like the way that Lucy writes, and her writing style is very easy to flow. It just works really well together and it feels like you're with the characters, which is always a nice way to read a book because it makes you feel a lot more involved. So gonna read this one. I wish I was reading this one in June in a way because it would fit into Pride, but alas I am not because I wanted to get it read quickly before I started Myth Take so I could review this as well and get my review up hopefully within the first week of the publication of the book. So that is everything I read this week. I actually had a really good reading week this week. I think normally I finish 2 books, so to finish 3 and have started another, I consider that a win, and I completely credit the fact that last weekend I just tried really hard to knuckle down and read a lot, and this is the result, a productively reading Beth. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you as well for watching the segment where I speak about the Black Lives Matter movement. I think the louder that we shout and scream about this and the max amount of people shouting and screaming about it as possible is going to mean this is talked about so much more and be so much more prevalent in people's minds, which I think is so important to evoke the change. So thank you very much. And again, if you are interested in showing your support, there is a link down in the description below that tells you everything you need to know about the petitions and the donation links and how you can get involved. So I would highly advise you go visit that if you haven't already. You can also find all my social links down in the description below. If you'd like to see more of my face, you can click subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Keep smiling and stay positive.